The NBA trade deadline was wild. It felt like a 2K MyGM sim, absolutely insane. Let's break it down. I don't know the copyright rules for that, so let's keep that on the low for now. The deadline ended Thursday the 9th at 3 p.m., but we have to go back to February 5th to get to the real meat and potatoes of this. Kyrie Irving made a trade request and it was granted. Now he's on the Mavs for Dinwiddie, Dorian Finney-Smith, and an unprotected first rounder in 2029, along with 2 second-round picks. Those second-round picks are going to be a theme for the next few days. The Nets made a good move to stay competitive, but on the low, KD dusted off that trade request asking for the Suns, and he got it. The Nets blew up their 3.5-year-old nest egg and got back Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, Jay Crowder, who would also be shipped to the Bucks for 2 second-rounders, 4 first-rounders unprotected, and a 2028 first-round swap. That was a mouthful, but now the Nets have returned to full rebuild mode, but with none of their own picks. That James Harden trade gave away all of their own, so they'll be late first round fishing with what should be back 10 first round picks. The Suns now have a big four in Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, DeAndre Ayton. Is he still unhappy after this? And the point guard, Chris Paul. They have drastically improved their title odds to now being the 3rd most likely behind just the Celtics and the Bucks, and it's easy to see why. This squad is stacked with top-end talent. The only concern should be the injury history of KD, Booker this season, Chris Paul since always, but this should be a title contending team and is probably the most stacked roster I've seen since the 2018 Warriors. Before Kevin Durant got sent to the Valley, but after Kyrie got sent to the Mavs, the Lakers moved on from Russell Westbrook and a top 4 protected 2027 first rounder in a 3-team deal that returned them D'Angelo Russell, bringing back all kinds of frustration for Nick Young. They also got Malik Beasley and Jared Vanderbilt. Minnesota got Mike Conley Jr. doubling down on that Gobert investment, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Juan Toscano-Anderson, Damian Jones, and 3 second-round picks. And Utah gets Russ, who they are expected to buy out, and that 2027 pick. The Lakers needed this. Dave McMenamin quoted someone in the Lakers organization as saying, "You remove a vampire from the locker room." A vampire, which is a wild muffed up quote, but Russ's energy, while great on the court, was pretty poor off of it. I knew this was coming after this sour moment.
Let's get greedy. Let's get real greedy, man. Let's get greedy, man. We got on three, man.
Keep having fun, bro.
Yes, sir.
You happy for the next man. Keep having fun, bro. Win, lose, or draw, have fun. Just keep having fun, bro. Go, man.
Look at LeBron's face. He's just over it at this point. Plus, arguing with Darvin Ham, Russ's biggest supporter all season during LeBron breaking Kareem's record game. The Lakers definitely got better after this. The Jazz are leaning into getting worse for those draft picks to matter more. And the Wolves seemingly got finessed again. The Lakers also shipped off Thomas Bryant. He's now on the Nuggets for Devon Reed and 3 second-rounders. I liked Bryant on the Lakers. He vastly outperformed his contract, but was reportedly growing frustrated with his playing time with Anthony Davis back. And Patrick Beverley was shipped off with the second-rounder to Orlando for Mo Bamba. The Magic are expected to buy Beverley out, where he is vying to return to the glory days in Minnesota. My Blazers royally crapped the bed. I barely want to talk about it, but I have to because it's kind of big and it's also kind of depressing. But we moved on from Josh Hart for Cam Reddish, Ryan Arcidiacono, Svi Mikhailiuk, and a lottery-protected first from the Knicks. Hardly a win-now move for a team supposedly trying to build a contender around Damian Lillard. Still, we reshipped Svi and a few second-rounders to Charlotte in a 3-team deal that brought defensive prodigy Matisse Thybulle to Portland and Jalen McDaniels went to the Sixers. Portland then shipped Gary Payton II in a 4-team deal to Golden State for 5 second-rounders and Kevin freaking Knox. This deal may fall through though, as we have pushed Payton to play through a core injury by just giving him injections for the pain. Not the best idea, and the Warriors have until later today to decide whether they want to keep the deal going or not after he failed the physical. Still, Portland got rid of their 2nd and 4th most impactful players according to Plus Minus for second-round picks and Cam Reddish, who has curiously been benched by 2 different teams over 2 years. Absolutely depressing for Blazers fans. As part of that 4-team deal though, the Warriors also trade James Wiseman to Detroit. Sadiq Bey is now a Hawk as part of the deal as well. The James Wiseman thing I want to zoom in on a little bit. Steph Curry reportedly asked for him to be traded as he just didn't fit with the team. This is kind of big because Curry's never done that before, so maybe something to look into. There were a lot of moves done, but none as impactful as these. Altogether, from February 5th, 56 players, including 2 superstars and 1 Russell Westbrook, 8 first-round picks with 2 first-round swaps, 35 second-round picks were all dealt, with 5 of those 35 second-rounders still up in the air on that Gary Payton II deal. It was a wild deadline, but I am all for it. The Suns obviously win the trade deadline with that future sight to see what happens. The Lakers made away very well too. The Blazers, the Heat, and the Grizzlies are all worse for wear, and I think they lose pretty badly here, Portland chief among them. Let me know what you think though. Did your team make a deal? Are you happy or depressed about it? Put your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, thank you for watching. I appreciate it every time, and I'll see you soon.